Okay. Time to continue Nilumbo. That's gonna be fun. I love Nilumbo. Oh yeah, this screen. I kind of just like don't know what to do here, which is an issue. I guess it's time to figure that out today. So I don't think I can jump there. Probably. I don't even think a jump would give more speed. Hello. Not much. What's up with you? Doing some good old Nilumbo. I still don't know how long this map is, but I'm hoping I'm close to the end. You do exist, that's true. That felt right. I don't know what I did there, and I kind of just like didn't save state, but I felt like I got enough speed, and like that was what I was supposed to do. Okay, I definitely don't get what to do here. Actually, maybe I dash. Nope, I still don't have enough speed. Okay, so jumping into it after like a dash does not work, unfortunately. Ah! What? I made it onto the platform? What did I do? What did I do differently there? Okay, I just like lost all speed there for whatever reason. Whoops. Oh, if I dash too early, I lose all speed. Maybe I need to dash later then. Like I have any control over that. Lol. Okay, I made it onto the platform again. I just need to make it onto the platform and then do like a crouch jump. That is the strat. But I feel like I shouldn't just be holding down when going through the air, because then fast falling, which is bad. Definitely don't get more distance by doing that. Yeah, I'm finally trying out Celeste for the first time. This game is hard. I see why it has its reputation. Look, I made it onto there again. I don't know what I'm doing, but sometimes I make it onto there, and it's really strange. This map is, like, not great. Yeah, who even plays the base game, you know? I'm more into Grandmaster mods. Thought I'd just jump right into the hard stuff, you know? Me when A-sides, you know? Ah, okay. I keep making it onto there and I don't know, like, what I do to make it onto there as opposed to not make it onto there. And then sometimes I just, like, lose all speed the second I touch the jelly, which is also not the best thing. Okay, I'm making it onto there more often. I still don't know what I'm doing to do that. Oh, I think I'm kind of like holding up when I touch the jelly. I think that's what I'm doing differently. Okay, well I did it there and it didn't work. Okay, press jump and up at the same time and it kind of just like works when I touch the jelly. But I feel like I'm going just like right over the platform and instead hitting the spikes, which doesn't work. The start of Synapse. Is that the name of one of the rooms in Pumber? Because that sounds familiar. Oh, advanced map, okay. Ah! What? I did the jump. I actually made it there. That's, like, wild. How did I do that? I'm actually making progress today. That's not supposed to happen in Nalumbo streams. Who do I think I am? Some kind of person who progresses? That's not right. Okay. It's such a hard jump, though. Like, even if I do make it all the way over there. Nalumboing. I'm actually making it to the platform, which is an improvement from yesterday. And I've even managed to, like, do the jump over to that block a couple of times. I just, like, fumble immediately after, so. The Nalumboing is going pretty alright, I'd say. Hopefully, maybe. There's still a chance that I just don't even beat this room today, unfortunately. Speed tech is just my weakness. I just can't do them, unfortunately. One of these days I'll be done with Nalumbo, and then it'll be a very good day. Oh, okay, I made it over to there again. I just need to remember. Okay, what do I even need to do there actually? I know I need to dash up. Okay, dash up, grab the jelly, toss it to the right, and then double block boost into the jelly, and then neutral drop it into there. Ultra, dash right, neutral drop it. Double block boost over to that jelly. And then another ultra into a... Yeah, okay. I don't think this room is possible. To be frank, this room doesn't... And Pinball Purgatory is the hard list map? Have they seen this map yet? Okay, that is a good save state. I can finally practice the ending of this room now. Oh, that's right, I need to neutral drop both of these, actually. I really wish you could just like grab onto walls and just slow down a little bit. Have a little bit of time to breathe in this map. I wonder if neutral jumps are possible. I don't even know if I've tested that. Can't really test that here. There might be, maybe? I don't know. Oh, you can, okay. That's just like way harder than going normally, I'm pretty sure. think I did it right. Okay. Yeah, I neutral dropped both of them, that's good. Okay, how much is left of this room? Okay, not much. This room is absurd. There's no way I'll ever beat this today. Like, what on earth? Hello, Dr. Coffee. Have you seen good old Nalumbo? This map is a little crazy. I think I'm like halfway through Nalumbo though, which is pretty alright. Kid named a little crazy. True. Okay, I think I'm starting to figure out this room a little bit, which is good. I don't know, I heard it something. Okay, and then I immediately have to ultra after that jelly disappears, I think. You ran out of ideas. Aw, that's not good. I have a recommendation. You should go for a tier 1 golden IMO. If you want something to do in Celeste. Tier 1 goldens are cool. Darn, okay. That's pretty much what I've decided to do. I really wanted to play some Celeste, but I can't really play Strawberry Jam off stream, because I kind of want like the whole start to finish everything to be on stream. And then I had the idea, why don't I just like start some absurdly hard grind, just improve at the game and everything. So I'm going for a tier 1 golden at the moment. I'm gonna see how possible it is. I'm not really sure. Oh, that's not good. I probably should at some point. So it's just like a, you said it was like an auto level, right? So it should only take like a few minutes or so. So I could probably just do that right now. After I finish save stating through this, because I really want to see this. 30 seconds long, okay. After I finish this good old save state practice, I'll play that. I remember there was some map that I played at some point. I think it was in the Celeste skill rating thing, and it was entirely auto, except I did not know that. I thought it was gameplay. And so I was like trying to figure out what on earth to do, and I had like several hundred deaths on Room 1. And because some stuff didn't respawn when you died, I just thought that the room was just straight up impossible, and that it was just like a really bad map. But then I learned that it was auto, and I was like, oh. And then I actually like restarted it and played it, and it's like one of the coolest things I've seen in Celeste. It's amazing. I don't remember which map it was. I don't think it was Auto Sides 1A, that doesn't sound right. I really feel like I could just play this room for like 4 hours and probably still not beat it. But I gotta improve at speed tech somehow. OMG Squid Game reference. 4, 5, 6. That Squid Game show is so sad. I watched it around like the time everyone was like, OMG Squid Game and all that. And that show was just so sad. I think it's a good show, though. I can totally see why everyone was raving about it for so long. I have not heard about that. I, like, am very oblivious to all the news of just about everything. That sucks, though. What? Why is that a thing? Oh, get healthcare, okay. That really sucks. I hate politicians. I wish it was more possible to just, like, move out of the United States. This place does not seem like it has the people's best interests in mind. Oh, that is... What? How does it even work? That's so dumb. Oh. I don't get why so many politicians have problems with trans people. I don't even get transphobia in general. It's so dumb to me. Someone wants to be themselves? We can't have that. Christians, yeah. My grandpa is really religious. I think he supports gay rights. I don't know his thoughts on transgender people, though. I haven't asked him. Kid named Christian. I've known several people in my life named Christian, and I don't really get why that's a name you give to a kid. Just name them after a whole religion. Oh, Chris, okay. really hope that trans people just become more accepted over time, and like sooner rather than later. But I have no idea if that's gonna happen. And regardless of if it happens, I don't read or watch the news. I only hear what people occasionally tell me, so I wouldn't really know regardless. The Pope said that? Yeah, it's so strange. I bet there's probably somebody who's called the Pope not a real Christian for saying that. Like, it honestly wouldn't surprise me. Yeah. That'd be a banger quote from whoever is, like, silly enough to say it. What states have like made that like the anti-trans laws? Because I haven't actually looked into it. It wouldn't surprise me if Texas is one of them, given another law that I know that they have that's really bad. Did it? Okay. I can practice more later. I want to see that auto map. That sounds fun. .bin. .bin. Nope. Okay. Opera just entirely crashed when I tried to install that. For whatever reason. I think I'm still live. Okay, I think I'm still live. Alright, time to see if that like actually installed or not. It did. Okay, where even is this? Oh, local files. Okay, I think that works. That is so true. I don't know why that just like completely crashed everything. A little lame, if you ask me. At least it didn't crash OBS, though. That's good. I gotta play more The End Is Nigh one of these days. I wanted to go for the Iron God achievement for beating the whole game deathless, but my gosh, that game is hard. And also, like, the cycles in it are just insane. Like, I've talked before about Cycle Madness and how the cycles are really well, and it's like, I think most cycles that are in Celeste that people have made are really well made, and like good, but The End Is Nigh is a good example of cycles not being lined up or good or play tested or anything. They just, I don't know. I don't really like some of the stuff in that game. I'm sure it'd probably get better if I actually bothered to learn them, but who knows. Hey look, it's the map I was playing earlier for like several hours. Anyways, what is the map called? Probably this. So I just hold right. Whoa. So this is just 2A auto version. Okay. Not even a full clear. This is so sad. I think it broke. So why is it reversed? I'm holding right, I'm going left. I guess this is just inverted or something. That's the end so far. Alright. That was pretty cool. I liked that. Okay. Only left and right are inverted, which is throwing me off. If it was like everything was inverted, that would make more sense in my mind. 20 out of 18. Let's go! Yeah, that does go so fast. Okay, well, back to this, I guess. One of these days I'll be in Limbo. I haven't even been on Nilumbo for that long, but I already just like can't wait to be done with it. I gotta say, I'm not a big fan of Nilumbo. It's kind of grown on me more since like the first couple of rooms, but I don't know. Still not the biggest fan of this map. I didn't get the speed. I can still do this, right? Bam! It didn't work. Oh, hi there, ChatGPT. I'm here to help with you questions in a kawaii way. Oh, whoa, so like in the year of 2007, some major events happened in the world. It was pretty big year, nya. First, Apple introduced the first iPhone, which was a game changer in the tech industry. Ooh. It revolutionized the way peeps interacted with their smartphones and paved the way for the modern smartphones we have today. From ChatGPT, that's awesome. That is amazing. I love that you can just tell ChatGPT to respond in any way and it'll just do it. Especially Dan, the do anything now ChatGPT. That stuff seems awesome. One of these days, maybe the game will just bug and give me 10,000 speed from a single dash. You know? It's always possible. Some random solar flare hits my computer. That changes absolutely nothing except for the dash in one single location for one single dash. Did you clip me reading that out? Oh, hi there, ChatGPT. I'm here to help with you questions in a kawaii way. Oh, whoa, so like in Tair of two. That's awesome. That's amazing. Top 10 best Twitch clips. You pinned it now, really? Sure, why not? Ah! I made it far. Oh, and I should probably get rid of... Alright, like, hang on. Hide. There we go. I think the actual best clip is the me spinning Nalumbo one. Me saying, I'm going to spin Nalumbo now, and then spinning Nalumbo. That's a pretty close second, though. Okay, I'm getting there. I'm making it there more consistently, which is pretty good. I just need to remember what to do afterwards. So it's that with the neutral drop, and then that with the neutral drop, and then all that stuff from before that I don't really remember, but I'm gonna have to do anyways. Okay, I need to remember, I need to like press jump while grabbing that jelly, because that's how I get the small little boost to make it onto the platform. Alright, well I did it there and it didn't work, but I think I just didn't have enough speed in general. Wrong. Lethal amounts of radiation. So true. Love is in the air. Wrong. Gas leak. Edits of old like 2010 era memes are just so funny for some reason. You could change some 2010 meme to say like the absolute dumbest thing anyone has ever said before, and it'll just be the funniest thing ever. Like just literally anything. Just, I don't know, that impact font with some completely unrelated image is just so funny. For some unexplainable reason. Baller Bob again. Hi, Quidward. Quidward. That's an amazing name. I love Quidward. SpongeBob. I made it onto the platform, that's good. I made it onto the platform from not a save state, that's crazy. I'll probably be hitting 6,000 deaths on this screen. I thought this would take about like the same amount of time as Ivory, but now I'm thinking it's gonna take the same amount of time as like Solar Express or Pumper. It really feels like this map is just only getting harder with every single screen. It's so true. Wrong, I shanked you. Average day in the UK. I've almost made it to like the halfway point, which is good. Trillion knife emojis. Five Night. One of these days I gotta like actually play through FNAF. I've tried several times, but oh my god. That game, or at least the first one anyways, is boring. But I really want to like beat all the different 20 modes in the FNAF games. They seem like they'd be fun. Five Nights at Freddy Star Wars. I mean, that is Freddy, so true. Water Bear Mountain Golden? Eventually, maybe. I've got other tier 0 Goldens I'm planning on doing. Water Bear Mountain isn't currently one of them. But I do want to go for, what was it called? Summit Prologue? Prologue Summit, whatever. I want to go for the full clear Golden of that. I've started working on that today. Because, like, of all of the top Goldens, of all of, like, the top Goldens on the top Golden list, the only one that actually looks like fun is just, Summit Prologue. Golden. Yeah, I know you said Golden. They're not full clear, but I would not do a Golden without a full clear at this point. I much prefer just doing full clears to just normal Goldens. Also, I've heard that the full clear doesn't even really make it that much harder, and that it'd still be tier 0 without. There are, but none of them look like the most difficult thing. I think the main source of difficulty comes from, like, the last third of the map, I'm pretty sure. Around that area. And there's only, like, a couple berries there. I'll find out if I ever actually bother to play that map again. Which I do want to finish that map eventually, just so that I know about Water Bear Mountain and, like, what a deathless of it would entail, but also I am more busy with Strawberry Jam. And also Summit Prologue, because I'm having a lot of fun with Summit Prologue. I think that going for Summit Prologue is gonna start getting hard once I start learning 3K. Because it seems like 3K is pretty much the only hard part in Summit Prologue. In the playthrough I did earlier today, just for, like, fun, just to see how hard the map would be, I made it to 3K with like 150 deaths, and then I beat the map with nearly 600, so it takes quite the difficulty increase there. And the British people did that? Really? Well, that's interesting. Yeah, shank all of Britain. Do it. I appear to be having trouble with this beginning Ultra now. Which is a little unfortunate. I should, like, stop doing that. Okay. I kind of just, like, jumped for whatever reason there. No way I'm already getting too tired to, like, do anything in this map. Nah, I'll keep going with Nalumbo. I want to get to Grandmaster Heartside, like, just as soon as possible, because I have an idea for what to do with Grandmaster Heartside, and I have, like, the absolute perfect opportunity to do it, because I get, like, a 5-day off of work, like, next week. And my idea is I kind of just want to do, like, full day streams, like 5 days in a row, to see if I can manage to beat Grandmaster Heartside within, like, 5 days. Just really go as hard as I possibly can on it. But I kind of need to, like, actually make it there before that 5-day is, like, up. And I already have, like, all of the hard parts of getting there done, except for Nalumbo. So I need to just, like, do Nalumbo. I might end up taking a small break from Nalumbo, though. That is probably a good idea. This isn't exactly the funnest map ever made. Yeah, breaks are important, I agree. But I think breaks would be, like, more important if I was actually able to beat this and just, like, mind blocking stuff. I still need to, like, learn how to, or just, like, be able to make it to the end. I think I need to do more save state practice. I think that's, like, the most important thing right now is just save state practice. Learn how to do this more. don't remember which one Synapse is. I think he said it was an advanced, but I don't remember which one. There's a couple of advanced maps. I don't remember that map. Oh, that one. Okay. I remember it now. It is so incredibly tempting to just like skip Nilumbo and just respin the wheel for other maps and just come back to Nilumbo another time. That feels like cheating. Thanks, I agree, it's a pretty good title. This has already taken me nearly as long to beat as Ivory, which is unfortunate. Yeah. The Climb. I remember that map from Advanced Lobby. Of Spring Collab. That map was like not bad to silver. Yeah, the silver was pretty enjoyable. I think this is like room 5, so I'm probably about halfway done. If I could beat this and then like one more screen, I think that'd put me in like a good spot to be able to just finish it off tomorrow, hopefully. Depending on how many screens it has. I've heard it has 10, which I would not be too happy about. I feel like I did that right, and I still just didn't make it to the platform. Okay, well I made it to the platform again. First time I've done that in a little while. Yeah. Me when manual demos. I've accidentally manual demoed when trying to wave dash way too many times. 6 hours on Nelumbo. Let's go. Yo, good luck with the last advanced map. You're almost to expert lobby, let's go! Expert lobby is so good. Yeah, signups was really good. like, I keep making it over to that platform and then just, like, not being able to react fast enough to do a crouch jump. And then I feel like even if I do react fast enough, am I going to be able to, like, react fast enough to not do a full jump and then immediately up dash? Because if you wait even, like, half a second to up dash, you lose. Okay, I actually remembered to, like, do the crouch jump. I just didn't do the crouch jump, apparently. Somehow. I think I jumped too late and was already dead. Ah! Okay, I did the crouch jump there. I didn't think I had enough speed to make it to the platform, but apparently I did. And then I did the crouch jump and then, like, immediately fumbled because I didn't up dash. But I'm, like, actually making progress, which is good. Probably Pumber, I'd say. I'd say Pumber is actually, like, my second favorite Grandmaster map, just in general. I don't think anything will top Flipside, Cliffside. As much as I didn't like the third berry, the rest of the map was just perfect, so... Who cares if it has one berry that I didn't like, you know? That doesn't ruin the level. Pumber was so fun, though. I was, like, really surprised with how fun Pumber was. I had no problem playing it for 18 hours, because it was just a fun map. There was one room in the whole thing that I didn't like. And that was just because I got horrendously unlucky with it, but other than that, it was a fine room. I wonder what other people who've played Pumber, what their opinions on it are, as opposed to the other cracked GMs. Hello, Nins. Thanks for the raid. What did you think of Pumber and like the other Grandmasters? Or the other cracked GMs? Good luck, Niloom being all over the place. I'll try my best to Niloom everywhere, but this map is like hard. I don't know if I'll be able to do this room today. I'm getting closer though, but it has taken like an hour and 20 minutes to make it to like the halfway point of this room. You Niloomed on my dad yesterday, really? That's awesome. No, Limbo is hard. I've been having like more trouble with it than I had with the other cracked GMs. Pinball Purgatory and all that. I think that's just a skill set issue. I am not good at speed gameplay at all. What did you think of Pumber? Because I think overall Pumber is probably like my favorite cracked GM map. Now that I have experience with like all of them. Yo, let's go. Pumber was just like so much fun. I don't know why. There's just like no explanation for why that map is so fun. It's just, I don't know. It's just fun. Such a good map. I think the silver will be a different story. I don't think the silver is going to be fun whatsoever. Alright, I guess I gotta get my brain surgically removed so I can have fun with Pumber Silver. I hope it is just like somehow fun. So I can't really see grinding Pumber Silver all too much if it's not just like an absolute blast to play. Which it was fun, but playing it for like hundreds and hundreds of hours to try and build consistency, I don't think would be fun. hope the silver on the Loombo is gonna be more fun than the first playthrough of it. Because this first playthrough so far is not really fun. I made the jump, I just jumped too high, I think. I think I have to practice that ending more. The last time I played it was about an hour ago, and I didn't even practice it that much. Okay, I meant to save state there, not press pause, but whoops. Close enough. Okay. That's a decent save state. I'm tempted to go for Cycle Madness Full Clear Silver, but the issue with that is re-enabling Spring Collab. That's like the one problem I would have with doing it. I really doubt that there's any possible way to have Strawberry Jam and Spring Collab enabled at the same time. So I probably won't be doing that anytime soon. The only part of Cycle Madness that I think would be annoying is just like the ending Oshiro part. That's like the only part I don't like about Cycle Madness in general. But there's nothing that a full clear would make harder for that, so it would probably be fine, I think, right? Oh, okay. I don't have much Silver experience with it. I just have like first playthrough knowledge of Cycle Madness, and that's about it. I also did a second playthrough for like the berries at some point. Okay, I need to upright dash into that jelly over there. When I was save state practicing earlier, this ending with like all the ultras and everything seemed to like it was the hardest part of the level. So I'm hoping that it gets consistent, or the hardest part of the screen anyways. I needed to downright dash there for an ultra. I wonder how hard Cycle Madness B-side full clear golden or silver is gonna be. I still have not like seen or know anything about the map, or even if it has berries, but I don't know. It seems like a good idea for a map, and I'm pretty excited to play it at some point. I press up so delayed, so that every single time that I dash there, it's always just a right dash instead of an upright dash. That's something I gotta work on fixing. Yeah, definitely play like one of those types of maps. That sounds like a good idea. If they even really like understand what's even going on. Stream's going pretty good. This room is starting to feel actually beatable, which is pretty good. I think this is like room 5 or something. I don't remember. Yeah, go for like some very visually impressive silver, even if it's like not that hard. I actually made it far. That's nice. Yeah, psychokinetic full clear silver. That is a very good reason to learn keyboard Celeste. Ah! That was close. That also sounds like a pretty good idea. Oh, that was so close. Alright, I've almost done this whole thing in like, or this whole room in 2 runs, and that would be amazing. For like a couple of reasons. Okay, why did I upright dash there? That's not it. That was kind of like the wrong thing to do there, unfortunately. Nalumba would be such a funny map to show people who have like no idea what Celeste is. Or even the people who know what Celeste is but haven't ever seen any like Grandmaster gameplay stuff. Yeah, that is true. Gotta show something like kind of understandable. I think people would think that Nalumbo looks hard. Probably just because of how fast it goes. And then they'd think that Pumper doesn't look that bad. Hey, I did it. Okay. Is there another room after this? Yeah, there is. Okay. Unfortunate. Okay, well. I think I'm gonna still keep practicing. I bet if you were to like show somebody who's never seen Celeste before, like the last berry of Pumber, they'd think it looks like it wouldn't take that long, or like it's easy. The last berry still took like an hour or so. Actually, probably a better example would be like the extra ball berry. I think the extra ball berry might be a better example, actually. Because, yeah, I guess some people could be good at frame perfect type stuff for 2 frames. They might show someone Summit Prologue full clear golden. I remember when I first saw the modded golden list and Summit Prologue full clear was still #1 on it. I watched that and like my mind was blown. It was like the craziest thing I'd ever seen. Or was it #2? I don't remember. I remember just like watching all of like the top 5 hardest goldens and just being like, whoa. I think I saw City on the Moon, or whichever one is like high up on tier 1, and thinking that it didn't look that hard, or not hard compared to the other ones that I looked at. That's true. If you showed someone something like Dashless Plus, they probably wouldn't believe it. Or showing somebody who's done 1A Winged Berry, or 1A Winged Golden, just showing them Dashless Plus would be really funny. Checkpoint 4? Okay. I don't think I ended up watching the whole thing, so that would make some sense as to why I didn't think it was that hard. I watched the whole thing of Strawberry Hunter full clear and the other one, Summit Prologue full clear. I don't think I ended up watching any more after, or any more full ones after that. I went and looked at like some of the other ones because I was curious what the hard Goldens looked like. I think that was around the time I was still doing like some of the A-side Goldens. The Lunar Ruin map seemed pretty fun to Golden. I only played the first one. I don't remember how far into the second one I got, but after beating the first one I kind of just like went straight to Dark Moon Ruins. I need to finish those other maps. That is probably what they would say. Spike jump. Yeah, you can do some pretty weird stuff with downwind and spikes and all that. It's pretty fun. I think this is probably enough practice. I could probably just like actually beat it now. I've done from like the midway point to the end twice now. I think that's pretty good. Another one. There might be some. I managed to convince one of my friends at some point that Atone the Flower Celeste remake was actually really easy and that they should try it. They never tried it, but they were convinced at some point. They just didn't feel like installing modded Celeste. I have seen an auto level. Auto level, the idea of auto levels in Celeste is cool. I played a pretty cool auto level earlier today, actually. First modded Golden, true. Just got a gold in the auto levels that I'm pretty sure don't have Goldens for them. There should be an auto level that when you pick that has a golden, and when you pick up the golden, it like gets rid of everything that makes it auto. Just makes you have to do all the hard gameplay stuff. Make like the easiest map of all time happen to have the hardest golden of all time. I think that'd be a banger idea. And several winged Goldens. That's a pretty good idea. Really? That sounds interesting. I don't think I've seen that one. this level actually, or this room actually feels possible, which is crazy. I'm glad it's fun to watch. It certainly isn't fun to play. I would not recommend playing this unless you're going for Strawberry Jam, like actually beating the Grandmaster lobby. I for some reason keep dashing there. I keep making it onto the platform that's like impossible to make it on and then throwing immediately. I gotta stop doing that. I am also very, very excited for Grandmaster Heartside. I'm really only playing this just because, like, 100% and everything. If this were a standalone map, I would not touch it. Or maybe I would touch it for a little bit and then realize that I don't really like the map all that much and then stop. Yeah, beat the other lobbies first. Don't just, like, jump right into Grandmaster and play Nalumbo. You played Summit and that was it. I haven't tried Summit yet. I really just want to do silvers for maps, but I'd rather have 100% in Strawberry Jam first before I start with silvers. Yeah, you just gotta do all the cracked maps first. That's the strat. That's what I'm doing, apparently. I'm still bewildered with how the silly, goofy little Grandmaster wheel turned out. Me when I spin 4 cracked GM maps, like, all right next to each other. The green maps. I'm so scared. I'm so excited that once I'm done with Nalumbo, I'm finally just done with all the cracked maps. And then whenever I spin it, it's not going to be something that takes like several days. It'll just be like a chill time, which is going to be awesome. Really? Psycho Madness B-Set is like the only map that I'm excited to play in this. As well as Summit. Just those two. Going into Grandmaster Lobby, like, those were the only 2 maps that I really actually cared about playing. And I haven't spun either one yet, so that's unfortunate. One of these days, though. I don't know, like, the names of everything that I have left, but it's this. These are all the maps that I have left. They were all color-coded, and there's only 3 colors here because I've spun every single cracked GM off of this list already, which is amazing. Yeah, I probably could just start doing, like, multiple maps a day after I get through Nalumbo. And I kind of want to, like, finish Nalumbo today, hopefully. I just feel like spinning it for fun to see what it'd land on. World Abyss. I've heard World Abyss is good also. Land on Nalumbo. Let's go. I should have landed on Nalumbo again, even though it wasn't on there. Okay, I remembered I needed to do something. I just jumped instead of dashed for whatever reason. I want to be done with Nalumbo, but I feel like I'm not even close to the end yet, unfortunately. Two of the greens. Which ones did you end up playtesting? Actually, I've played none of the greens, so I wouldn't even recognize the names anyways. Hello, short fused. It's you. Oh, are they an imposter? How can you tell? I guess there's an imposter among us. Oh, those are like the only two maps that I've actually heard of and know what they are. They're both like, kind of like Nalumbo and Ivory, right? Like they're kind of speed, tech spam type stuff, I'm pretty sure. It's crazy how many speed tech maps there are in Grandmaster. Do you mean speed tech maps, or just like maps that use a specific tech in general? Oh. I think I'd have to disagree with that. I'm not the biggest fan of speed tech though. Yeah, more Theotech maps. I've played 2 of the Theotech maps in Grandmaster so far. I don't know if there's any more other than those 2 though. Reform tech maps. Yeah, those should exist, I agree. A map where the entire premise is just reform tech sounds hilarious. Dream spinners are like actually cool. There was one in Expert, right? I think it was Expert that had the dream spinners. Oh, really? How much Dream Spinner tech is there? I thought the fact that you could wall bounce off of them was, like, crazy. Is there more stuff to do with them? I remembered to dash up, but I was a little too late. A smidgen too late. I think I've made it there more than 3 times. Okay, that's like crazy. Yeah, there should be a map based off of that. That sounds awesome. Oh, since finishing second half practice, that's true. Except none of them have actually made it past the up dash, which is where it really started. If I can just like get one to the up dash, I have an actual chance of just beating the room, hopefully. Maybe. Yeah, I also round up. That's why I say I've done this in like 2 runs. Even if technically not really. My reaction time is absolutely awful, which is why I'm so bad at tech maps. I really need to improve that, but I just don't know how. I need to get better at this stuff. Alright, good night. Thanks for the good luck on Nobumbing. I need to just beat this room already. I just like entirely missed a dash, so I don't know if that even would have worked. Because you kind of need to do like a very specific amount of dashes for stuff to work in this map. Yeah, it definitely doesn't count. Unfortunately. Mine is pretty good. I finally started on something that I can do like off stream for Celeste, and it's something that I'm like actually excited about. So eventually, it's like some dashless map golden that I want to do. So I spent a while like just practicing for that because it's kind of a hard map. Good old Summit Prologue full clear. How was your day? Did you beat Jump King New Babe Plus yet? I'm pretty sure I've reached a point where half of all of my playtime in Strawberry Jam is just in the Grandmaster lobby. So that's pretty cool. And who knows how much further that's gonna go with like Grandmaster Heartset and all that. I really can't see the silver ever getting consistent. Or like any of the rooms in this getting consistent for a silver. Okay, I've gotta like get the speed with that jelly at some point, surely. At some point it's gotta work, right? Yeah, like that, except I jumped too high. Can I like actually dash though? I think that's what I'm supposed to do there. I think I'm dashing like way too early. Hello, Marster. Good old school. Marster, you should play Nalumbo, honestly, IMO. Play Nalumbo with good old Celestenet enabled. I honestly think I'm having less fun with Nalumbo than I was for Room 8 of Humber, which is like crazy. Didn't think anything could be less fun than that room. And yet here I am in Nalumbo. 6,000 deaths. Woo! Okay, making it there like twice in a row, and then messing up the jump. Kind of awesome. I wish I could at least just like make it to the halfway point and then pass the up dash like more consistently. If I could just do that, the level wouldn't be that bad. Or this room anyway. Oh, I did the thing. I kind of like threw immediately, but I did the up dash and grabbed the jelly, which is crazy. actual distance PvP for the first time in like 2 hours. That's crazy. This level is just like frustrating to play, honestly. This is my new Pumber Room 8. This is not the new Pumber though, because Pumber was like actually fun at least. I genuinely really enjoyed Pumber. It's like an actually really fun map. This is not. It's like everything that made Room 8 bad and unfun for me, but if it was stretched out to be an entire map, pretty much. And also was nothing to do with Pumber. And was instead like my least favorite type of gameplay in this entire game. You should try Pumper one day. It is actually like a really fun map. I think your hands would probably be fine. I think this is like the only map that I would put in D tier if I were to make a tier list. This map is just not fun. Dropsel would be like a solid C, along with Lost Woods, and then those would be the only thing in C. Everything else that I've played in this co-op has been like a B, A, or an S, except for just like those 3 maps. Okay, remember to updash there also, just a little bit too late. So I've made it to the second half like 5 times now. And every single time it's died at that exact same input. Why did I dash up twice? No, that wasn't good. Okay, well that's like technically distance PB, I think. Just because the updash didn't instantly kill me. Oh, I upright dashed there. Whoops, okay. Okay. Darn. From distance PvP, kinda, I guess. I don't know. This room is bad. I don't like it. I gotta stop messing that part up. I would have an actual shot at beating this room if I just did the right movements there, you know? Okay, that could have worked. I just, like, I don't know. I don't even know what I did there to mess it up. Upright dash, cool, okay. It's a good thing I stopped counting how many times I've made it far in this map, otherwise that would just be like, or in this room, otherwise that would just be depressing. how many times I've made it there and then made it past there 0 times. No, it doesn't. I've tried. This part is just like completely luck. Not like Celeste luck, it's luck as in, can I actually do it? Can I stop being a little goofball and just actually dash up and then grab a jelly? That is literally all I have to do there, and I have been failing at doing that for about the past 2.5 hours. Oh, they're lanterns, not jellies. Okay. I need to rethink how I'm doing this room then. Yeah, woo! Lantern tech. I really want to keep going until I beat this map, but until I beat this room. But like, come on. At this point, is that even realistic? I've been failing at this for nearly 3 hours. Like, I don't know. Okay, well, no, I don't have work tomorrow. I totally could just like stay up a while trying to beat it, but also I get worse as the night goes on. Especially at speed tech. Speed tech is something that you have to be like at 100% brain power to do. I'm starting to get that middle part at least. I think venting about it worked a tad, potentially, maybe. Maybe, who knows. I actually neutral dropped it. I did the right thing. I just needed to jump, right dash, neutral drop, do another double block boost, up right dash, into a jelly, do an ultra, do another upright dash, and then another upright dash. And then I needed to do a right dash, and then neutral drop another jelly, and then just some more ultras, and then the screen would have been done. It's that simple. It's that easy, you know? Okay, another distance PB. I just didn't neutral drop the second jelly. Alright. I'm like actually improving for once. Yeah, I'm getting out of that mind block, which is awesome. I'm breaking free from it and starting to actually do stuff. It only took like 3 hours, nearly. That is really good. That is, like, absurdly good. I'm, like, actually feeling motivated to play for the first time in, like, an hour. That is a good feeling. I don't think I've been talking much, like, the entire past hour. I've just been really focusing on trying to beat this. Because I don't want to have a second stream where I beat 0 rooms, and having both streams where I beat 0 rooms be specifically on Nelumbo. So I'm just, like, kind of focused on trying to beat it. Yeah. That's true, but... The room is still bad. It's still a terrible room, but I have actually made it past the up dash like 3 times now, which is awesome. And all 3 of those times were in like the last 5 minutes. Fourth time. Almost a distance PvP too, or like tied to distance PvP. It's still possible though. Never mind. Okay. Whoops. I'm getting like actually close to beating this, which is crazy. Yeah, it was too high. I did both of the neutral drops at least. I just kind of like completely fumbled at the double block boost. just an upright dash. I gotta stop misdashing, it's not good. How much is even left of the room at that point? It's just the upright dash, ultra, upright dash, neutral drop, right dash, ultra, ultra. Like, it's not that much. I've done all that part before, I can do it again. I just realized this map has nearly taken me as long as Shatter Song. That's kinda wild. I don't know. I'm hoping it's this one. Because this room is already on par to be, like, the longest a room has ever taken me in Strawberry Jam. Currently about, like, a three-way tie of 3.5 hours for last room of Solar Express, and then the Pumber Theo and level 8 of Theo, or of Pumber, so. And I think I've spent about like 8 hours, or about 3 hours, and close to 3.5 hours on this room, so I hope it doesn't get much harder than this. There is. It's just like harder to play slowed down for me than it would be to do it normally. And it's also like kind of cheating, so. Yeah, true, lag. I just gotta purposefully lag the game. The thing about using it for practice is that it would actually make me worse when I went back to normal speed. Because I'd be used to it being at like a slower speed, especially if I did it for like a while. I even got the double block boost too, I just needed a downright dash. Okay. Distance PB though. Yeah, but like slowing the game down, I'm pretty sure would just make me worse at it. Because then, when I went back to normal speed, everything would be fast and like way harder than what I was practicing it at. And then I'd have to like relearn it at the higher speed. I think for the cat room of Ivory, it was useful, kind of. But for normal speed, I don't know if that would, or for like just normal gameplay that isn't just mashing a very, very precise button combo, then I don't think it would really work all too well. You're right, actually. Because then the map would just feel a lot easier afterwards. I can't even extend a hyper like this. Oh, there we go. Alright. Now, surely I should be able to just, like, first try the room. It was close. I almost got it. Yeah, the Cypher is just gonna be free now. Absolutely. I honestly think that could like actually be a helpful practice thing, just not at 200% speed. I think if I practiced it at a higher speed, it could be like make it slightly easier to go back to normal, but I don't know. I don't know how well that would work. I think that would be cheating if I just enabled God mode. Unless you mean within myself in real life. Which I have not been able to do yet, so that'd be kind of hard. GG. And I'll go with the as about. Tying PB is pretty good. Ah. Well, at least you know for next time. It's always useful to learn new deaths. Know what to avoid and all that. Didn't get enough distance from the setup block boost. Uh-oh. Oh, that's always next time, you know? Which flag is it on? The circle, the square, or square, the circle one, I'm guessing? Flag 10, okay. Yeah, I remember seeing that at some point. I think there's like 1 or 2 for other maps also, not just Metal in the Bubble. Meaningless contraptions. That's the expert one, right? That one expert map that's kind of like Clockwork, but not really. Yeah, okay. Psychokinetic. That's pretty cool. You just gotta practice flag 10 a bunch. Get more consistency on it and all that. Well, more practice couldn't hurt, you know? Yeah. Shooting a fast bubble in that map, not a great idea. I don't want to play this anymore, but I also really want to beat it today. This is also like the most frustrating room that I've ever played in this game. This room is just so bad. But I feel like I gotta beat it today. Am I just not holding down there anymore? Is that what I'm messing up? I think that's why I haven't gotten that jump in like the past trillion attempts. Okay, well I made the jump, but I also like didn't dash properly, so. I think I have just been not holding down, which is why I haven't been doing it. Okay. At least I made it back there. It's been a while, so. Makes me happy that I've actually made it back there for once. Do you go for many goldens? Or are you more of a clearing type of player? Actually, I think you're more of a creator of the maps, I'm pretty sure. Goldens are really fun, I love goldens. Yeah. You should do Farewell Golden, in my opinion. Farewell Golden gives you a good idea of the whole goldening experience. All the bull crap that can get thrown your way will happen in Farewell, that's for sure. Yeah, the golden is very annoying. This is Nilumbo, the worst map in Strawberry Jam, to be honest. I hate this map. I'm not having a good time with it. Rick, do not play Nilumbo. This map is awful. I've been stuck in this room for 4 hours. No, I don't love it. This is like this is one of the 3 maps in Strawberry Jam that I don't love. That's how bad this map is. PSA for anyone playing Strawberry Jam. This is awful. I don't... Nilumbo is such a unfun map. No, the other 2 are Dropsold and Lost Woods. But even Dropsold and Lost Woods, I'm kind of like, yeah, they're good and okay. I'm just not the biggest fan of this. This map is just bad. I hate this map. Yeah, even this map has made even me not like it, which is crazy. It is really bullcrap. It is awful. I've cleared 7 of them. This is the last cracked GM map before I'm done with all the cracked GM maps. Yeah, I've been using a wheel of every single Grandmaster map. No, I already know of everything to do in this. Unless you mean you have a video that you want me to watch. In which case, yeah, sure. But I already know what to do in this screen. If that's what you mean. A different video. Yeah, sure. Small little break from this silly little room.
Celeste is one of the most
Impossible Celeste speedrun done after 5 years. Sure. Actually, I can probably just Okay.
most popular speed games out right now, and it's not hard to see why. From the ground up, it was built for speed, featuring an in-game timer, special tricks to gain momentum, and a lot of options for how you can
What
beat a level.
speedrun is this going to
These
talk?
all
Oh, is this going to
combine
talk
help the
about
game just
Isaac
feel
Wise?
fast.
Not Isaac Wise.
But
Isaac
sometimes
Tay's sub
speedruns
26.
aren't all about speed. Sometimes speed is only the first stage of mastery in a
Oh,
game.
is this about you?
Sometimes
Let's go.
players look for a far greater challenge, and that's what I'll be telling you about today. The pursuit
Yo,
of
it's about the
achieving
202
something legendary,
Deathless. That's awesome.
and the one man who did the impossible.
The impossible Celeste run.
So, Celeste includes a collectible item called Golden Berries. It's kind of like a subscribe button. Anyways,
I don't
you
think
can
it's
only
like
get
a
these golden
subscribe
berries
button. I'm
by
gonna be
picking them up
honest.
at the beginning of a level and completing said level without dying a single time. Now, this doesn't seem too hard at a surface level. Just play it safe, take your time, you'll be fine. At its core, that's kinda right, but considering that most people accumulate over 10,000 deaths on
Yeah,
their
that's
first
pretty
playthrough
cool.
of the game, good luck doing
A
it.
video
with
introducing
But
more
these
people
golden berries
to
inspired
the
some in the
crazy
huge
run.
community of speedrunners to try to complete the game with 0 deaths. And
Oh,
soon
yeah.
after the game's release,
Me went on
players
stream
started to
chat.
run any percent deathless. This run simply is just getting to the end of the 7th level, the summit, without dying. However, it didn't involve collecting the golden berries, as those only unlock after beating the B-side of the 8th level, which we'll get to later. But it was still a tough challenge for any casual player. The first 2 chapters of the game are pretty easy to do deathless. With some careful play and old sight to avoid the battle-in clones, I wouldn't be surprised if you could do those within your first hour of trying. The 3rd level, though, is a pretty big step up in difficulty. The cycles of the moving sludge and the limited space you have compared to the last few chapters makes it much harder to beat. Around here is where most casual players would probably give up trying to do deathless runs. From chapter 3 on,
that's pretty much where I
progression is
gave
more or
up
less the same,
and started
with
doing
each level
Muppet.
adding new mechanics. Typically, you can just brute force your way through those and have a decent success margin. Then the last chapter of the run, the summit, is quite long and combines basically all of the mechanics introduced in previous levels. This makes it pretty hard to get through by just throwing yourself at it, so deathless runners tend to practice specific sections that they consistently fail at in order to beat it. And once you do, that's any percent deathless. Pretty simple, not many tricks, and most people could do this if they put their mind to it. But the next step for deathless runs is quite an exciting one. A year and a half after the game's original release, a free
B-sides.
DLC was dropped, adding a 9th
Farewell.
level called Farewell. This level was a huge jump in difficulty from the base
Close
game,
enough.
and took most players well over 10 hours to beat alone. Subsequently, the Golden Berry for this level was the hardest in the game, and not many players could get it, or even tried to. But to help incentivize this achievement, a community member by the name of DJ Tom put together a list of every player that was able to get the Farewell Golden. It's a hard list to get on. To this day, over
I'm
3
on that
years
list.
since its release, there are only about
pretty proud of that.
200 players on this list. One of these players is Rick Fernello. Rick started
When
casually
was this
playing
released?
Celeste in
2
late
hours ago.
2018, but
There's like
never really did
400 people on
speedruns.
that list.
He 100%ed the game and felt accomplished from that, and then tried to do some golden berries,
It's
but
you.
he gave up once he got to level 3A because the cycles were difficult to get consistently. After that, he stopped
Yeah, I
trying for the
recognize
Goldens
that
completely.
name.
At least
I think
until
I've heard of
Farewell.
that person.
He saw DJ Tom's list, and near the top he found Enox's run. After seeing his emotional
Yo, it's
reaction to
Enox.
getting the berry, Rick decided he had to get it. But before he could get the Farewell Golden, he
Yeah,
had to get the
200.
other ones. So back to the golden grind he went.
It's the Seasides. The Seasides are awesome. I love the Seaside Golden.
And with that out of the
it's
way,
a nice
he
introduction
finally
to
started the grind for
Deathless
the
stuff.
Farewell Golden Berry.
Yeah, I
Now,
saw.
what makes Farewell hard
Got the
is a
timer
bit
on the
different
bottom
than
left
the
and
previous
everything.
levels. For the other ones, there were definitely some difficult sections, but the main challenge is the length of the level. But for Farewell, it's not only the longest level, but also has some of the hardest screens in the game. The chapter adds a few new mechanics, like most before, in the form of a jellyfish parachute and exploding fish. These are both quite a bit more fluid than the other objects in the game, which means that it's a lot easier to mess these up, aka die. And the final screen of Farewell is one of the longest and hardest in the game, taking people sometimes hours to beat the one screen out of 100 total in the level. And there's an extra moonberry to get by going backwards after you beat the screen, All of these things together make this the hardest chapter to consistently beat without dying. It took Rick 6 hours to beat it for the first time, no Goldenberry. And that's pretty impressive. After another 70
6
hours
hours is
of
fast,
struggling through the
jeez.
100 screens, he was able to get the Goldenberry, becoming the first Brazilian and the 31st person worldwide to do so. After that achievement, Rick found his love for the grind of Celeste Deathless and decided to start running any percent. Honestly, this was light work, as Farewell Golden is much harder, so he pretty quickly moved on to doing all C-Sides Deathless. The B-Sides and C-Sides are extra levels you can get if you grab the cassette tapes in the normal levels.
Xbox achievement.
And you might wonder why he'd do the C-Sides before the B-Sides, because the C-Sides are much harder levels than the B-Sides. Basically, the C-Sides are hard but short, so the overall run is about 10 minutes compared to the Deathless B-Sides 50 minutes. And it's a lot easier to not die for 10 minutes than for 50. And by a lot easier, I mean a lot easier. It only took him like 2 hours to beat C-Sides Deathless for the first time.
Dang,
There's
I
not
put
really
like
much to
10
say
hours
about
into that and still
But
really haven't
the
gotten that
B-Sides,
run.
however, those were a completely different monster. It didn't take him 2 hours, nor 2 days, nor 2 weeks, but 2 months to beat them. Other than the time-based difficulties, the B-Sides are also just hard. It takes every challenge from the any percent route and just kind of multiplies it. The wind in Chapter 4 is even more of a nuisance than in the A-side. The Mirror Temple Seekers are even scarier and so frustrating. And the core's ice and fire is way more confusing. But by now, Rick had put hundreds of hours into the game and was dedicated to the grind. So eventually, he was able to clear all B-Sides Deathless. At this point, the only thing left for Rick to learn how to do Deathless was all of the collectibles. This was where he started all full clears. Basically, there's a special golden flag you can get if you do everything there is to do within a level in
Dedication
one go.
9D reference.
So getting
real.
every berry, every tape, every heart, and every level the first time you go through it, all without dying. This run doesn't include the B or C sides because they don't have collectibles, but it easily adds over an hour to the any percent run. There are 175 strawberries to collect, on top of the tapes and hearts, and if you mess any of these things up, you have to fully reset the hour-and-a-half run. All full clears took Rick the longest to beat, because it actually requires new routing in order to learn. Up to this point, all the runs have basically just been beat the level, and at its core was just a perfect casual run. This run, however, is not how anyone actually plays the game unless they're specifically going for the full clear flags. So while Rick was familiar with the route for A, B, and C sides, he had to learn where all the collectibles are, as well as how to get them efficiently and safely. But after about 6 months and many hours, on November 16th, 2021, he cleared it. By now, Rick had done everything you would need to do in order to 100% Celeste without dying. There's nothing more to learn about the run. He just had to go do it. But it's a 3-hour run, so it was quite a big mountain he would have to climb. The Celeste Mountain. Anyways, after
Celeste
a 5-month
reference.
grind on March 19th, 2022, he beat Chapter 1 through 8, grabbing every collectible on the way. He beat the B-sides, then the C-sides, then he got to Farewell. He beat that and got to the Moonberry. He won 100% of the game and became the first person to ever do it deathless, 4 years after the game's release. But there was something missing. What about the golden berries? Technically, he did all the levels deathless, but the goldens only unlock after you beat the core's B-side, so he never actually collected the goldens. But surely there's no way Rick would do that. He would have to fully clear the game a second time deathless, on the same run. That's crazy. Well, just wait a sec. Getting all the golden berries on top of a 100% deathless run is called the 202 run. Basically, this is just a max percent run of the game, getting everything possible, including the winged golden, a special golden berry you get from beating the first chapter without
I want to
using
do
any
the double
dashes.
golden.
He also decided
double
to throw in
golden
a full
sounds fun.
playthrough of the Pico 8 minigame in Chapter 3, just for fun. It's not like anyone else had ever done this before him. His grind for 202 started a bit earlier than you'd think. Actually, the day after he beat 100% Deathless, he went live to continue that save file and see how far he could go. He ended up going all the way. He had to start a new save file to learn the Winged Golden, but technically, he max percented Celeste Deathless, which is kinda insane considering how he just did his first 100% Deathless run the day before. However, he didn't want to count it. Speedrun.com rules state that speedruns have to be done in a single sitting for them to count. And he wanted to get one that was leaderboard valid, even though there's not a category for Deathless. On paper, 202 isn't that different to 100%. It's just everything he's already done, but twice in a row. By now he had put over 1,000 hours into Celeste Deathless, so he was definitely prepared. But this 5-hour run would still be tough to perfect. But after an 8-month grind, streaming to hundreds of viewers and practicing almost every day during that time, he did it. And I think his reaction to finally doing it tells much more about the struggle than anything I could ever say.
I still wish I could have seen this live, but I was at work.
It's over.
I just saw it on my phone completely muted.
Not a single other person is close to this achievement, and I think it'll be a good while before anyone is. This sort of accomplishment is one that deserves recognition, and I'm so glad to be able to make this video about it. If you want to see more content like this, check out my channel, and feel free to subscribe. Thanks so much to Rick for helping me out, and thanks to you guys for watching this.
That's a good video. I like that. Now back to the worst thing ever made. It's so cool that someone made a video about the 202 Deathless. Yeah, it's super cool. Yeah, if you make your own, that'd be pretty cool also. Relatable. It is hard to work on stuff. I wanted to like work on some kind of YouTube thing, like YouTube content type thing for so long. But every time I think of an idea, I realize, oh, that's gonna be like, that would be like a lot of work. Because all of my ideas are like just stream highlight type stuff like Parrot, except all of my things that I do are like 12 hours for like a single clear or something. And I don't know. It would be way too hard to decide what to put in the video and what not to. And by the time I'd be done with it, after like weeks of editing, it'd be like 2 hours long and unwatchable. So, I don't know. Yeah, getting motivation to write is kind of hard. No, I messed up. I made it so far too. Unpronounceable word. Let's go. It's driving you insane. Sounds fun. I'm so tempted to just stop with this screen for today, but like, I don't know. I feel like I'm kind of close to beating this screen, which is keeping me going. But maybe it's like a bad idea to keep going. Good luck with 8A Golden. I think that's what you mean by 8A, right? Alright, well, good luck with it. You're gonna go again? Alright, bye then. I think I probably will just stop for today. Beating 0 rooms today. Let's go! I love Nilumbo. Me win Nilumbo. Awesome. I don't think I can beat that tonight. That's just way too much at the moment. I am fine with not beating that tonight. Alright, who is live in Celeste category? See ya. Quan is running True Ending, and they're at like the end, so that's pretty cool. They're at the recon of the run. Alright. Good night, everybody. Hopefully I can like actually beat that room tomorrow. And then just like continue with Nilumbo. But who knows? Nilumbo is a tad bit difficult. So, bye, good night.